The hallowed grounds of Mount Olympus lay shrouded in mist, a mystical arena where few beings dared to tread. Olympus was no ordinary mountain. It was a world within itself, cloaked in divine energies and guarded by celestial beasts. Today, the mountain's sacred stones would host a battle that even the gods would remember, a clash between two legends. The arena's silence shattered as Hercules, son of Zeus and hero of Greece, strode into view. His presence was like thunder itself, powerful, relentless, and undeniable. The demigod was a towering figure, his muscles carved from years of trials, labors, and battles that had tested every fiber of his being. Draped over his shoulders was the pelt of the Nemean lion, an indestructible cloak that symbolized his triumph over one of his most fearsome labors. His opponent emerged from a veil of mist, powerful aura surrounding him. Thor, the Norse god of thunder, was not only a god but a protector of Asgard, a realm of ancient and mystical power. With his mighty hammer, Mjolnir, hanging by his side, Thor looked every bit the warrior, his eyes alight with a storm's fury. Asgardians revered him not only for his might but for his wisdom and bravery. And today, he would show Olympus why. Hercules smirked, flexing his hands. "I've conquered monsters, bested giants, and fought gods. What makes you think you're any different, Norseman?" Thor met his gaze, unflinching. "Your blood may bear strength, Hercules. But know this, Mjolnir will not fall to any mere mortal, even one with divine blood." With that, the gods met in a titanic collision. Hercules sprang forward, his fist a blur as it aimed for Thor's chest. His punch crashed into Thor's shield, the impact shaking the ground beneath them. Thor retaliated, bringing Mjolnir down with an earth-splitting strike. Sparks flew as metal met muscle, each forceful swing pushing the limits of Hercules' strength. Olympus itself seemed to recoil from the shockwaves, ancient stones cracking under the pressure of their mighty blows. Hercules pressed forward, his fists a relentless barrage. He struck with the ferocity of a lion, each punch powerful enough to shatter boulders. His feet were planted, his body braced. He was a master of hand-to-hand combat, and his legendary strength left no room for error. But Thor, even when forced back, held firm. With every swing of Mjolnir, he called upon the storm, and thunder roared through the heavens as lightning crackled around him. The sky darkened as Thor summoned a tempest, swirling clouds gathering above the arena. Bolts of lightning rained down, arcing towards Hercules. But the demigod did not flinch. Instead, he raised his arms, letting his own godly aura absorb the energy of the bolts. With a powerful shout, he charged once again, breaking through Thor's storm in a show of raw determination. But Thor was not only a warrior. He was the god of thunder. With a roar, he swung Mjolnir with a force that channeled the rage of entire realms. The hammer glowed with the fury of Asgard's ancient powers, striking Hercules with a wave of energy so intense that it blasted him off his feet. The demigod crashed into a rock formation, the stones crumbling beneath him. Still, Hercules rose, his spirit undeterred. His gaze hardened, and he reached behind him, grasping the pelt of the Nemean lion. The lion's indomitable strength surged through him, reigniting his resolve. With newfound vigor, he tore through the arena like a force of nature, his fists blazing with an unstoppable energy. Seeing his opponent's resilience, Thor steadied himself. He reached deep into his being, summoning the energy of the 9 realms. His eyes glowed with a brilliant light, and Mjolnir pulsed with unparalleled might. As the energies of Asgard, Midgard, and beyond flowed into him, he became an embodiment of cosmic power. The ground shook as the two titans met once more, a shockwave erupting from the collision. Their clash rippled across the universe, stirring realms far and wide. In Asgard, Valkyries paused to gaze at the sky, feeling the tremor of Thor's power. In Olympus, lesser gods and goddesses looked on, their expressions filled with awe and respect for the warrior's prowess. From their respective thrones, Zeus and Odin observed the battle, The great gods watched their sons with pride, but also with concern. For they knew the consequences of such a clash. Zeus leaned forward, his gaze intense as Hercules pushed through each blow. Odin's single eye gleamed with respect as he saw Thor channel the power of Asgard. Then, as the final moment drew near, Hercules roared and charged forward, calling upon every ounce of his might. Thor met him with Mjolnir raised high, its power humming with the energy of the cosmos. The two collided in a blaze of light and power, a moment suspended in time. The arena exploded in a shockwave that leveled the surrounding landscape. Dust and debris filled the air, obscuring the figures within. When the dust settled, Thor stood tall, his chest heaving. Hercules knelt before him, his breath labored, his body warm. His gaze met Thor's, and he nodded, acknowledging the Norse god's victory. Thor extended a hand, his expression one of respect and kinship. Hercules accepted it, allowing himself to be lifted to his feet. "You are indeed worthy, Hercules," Thor said, a smile breaking his stern visage. "Our battle will be remembered by gods and mortals alike." Hercules chuckled, still catching his breath. "A worthy fight indeed, Thor. But I'll want a rematch." They shared a grin, both knowing that their rivalry was one born out of respect and admiration. They had pushed each other to the limit, and in doing so, had created a story that would echo through eternity. As they left the arena side by side, their figures faded into the divine mists, leaving the battlefield scarred but sacred, a testament to the day that Olympus and Asgard met in the thunderous clash of Hercules and Thor. And so, their story would be told for generations, each retelling capturing the fury, strength, and respect that had marked the battle of these two godly titans.